I saw you looking at everyone else's life recently, wondering why you are still stuck in the exact same place. Do you want to know the real reason why it feels like I am blessing everyone around you, but making you wait? You probably thought it was because I had forgotten about you, or because you made too many mistakes in your past to deserve a beautiful future. It wasn't like that at all, my beloved child. I see you looking around right now. You see people your age, people in your circle, and it seems like their lives are moving forward so easily. They are stepping into new seasons, celebrating victories, and finding love, while you feel like you are standing completely still. Your heart aches with a quiet, persistent fear that heaven has passed you by. You smile and congratulate them, but in the quiet of your own car or your empty room, a heavy tear falls and you whisper, "When is it going to be my turn?" I want to tell you a beautiful secret today about this waiting season. Do you want to know the real reason I have kept you in this hidden, quiet place while everyone else seems to be moving so fast? You are not falling behind, my child. You are being deeply and carefully rooted. When a magnificent tree is preparing to bear a massive amount of fruit, it does not grow upward first. It grows downward into the dark soil. I have kept you in this hidden season not to punish you, and certainly not because you are unworthy of beautiful things. I have kept you here to protect you from platforms, relationships, and heavy responsibilities that your character and emotional strength were not quite ready to sustain. The isolation you feel right now isn't abandonment. It is a divine incubator. I am building a fierce resilience in your spirit that will ensure that when I finally open the door for you, absolutely nothing in this world will be able to tear you down. But I know exactly what the enemy whispers to you when your strength is low and you are entirely alone. Do you want to know how I actually see you when you feel like a complete failure? The loud, aggressive voice of anxiety constantly tells you that you are just not doing enough. It tells you that if you just worked harder, prayed better, or made fewer mistakes in your past, you wouldn't be in this painful, stuck situation. That is a toxic lie designed to keep you trapped in a vicious cycle of crushing guilt. When I look at you, I do not see a disappointment. I look at you and see a profoundly brave soul who has survived silent battles no one else even knows about. I see the times you chose to be kind to others when your own heart was breaking into pieces. I see how incredibly hard you are trying. Your worth is not measured by your current bank account, your relationship status, or your daily productivity. You are my masterpiece, exactly as you are right now in this messy middle. There is a very specific type of exhaustion you are carrying in your body today that a good night's sleep simply cannot fix. Let me tell you how to finally lay it down. Take a slow, deliberate, deep breath with me right now. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Unclench your hands. You are walking around with a deep soul exhaustion that comes from trying to control a timeline that does not belong to you. You are carrying the impossibly heavy burden of trying to figure it all out. The constant mental calculations, The worrying about how the bills will be paid next month, the agonizing over how to fix broken relationships, it is draining the very life out of your spirit. I never intended for your fragile human shoulders to carry the massive weight of tomorrow. I am the author of your time. I need you to give yourself permission right now, in this exact second, to just stop striving and stop fighting the current. You have been desperately asking me for a sign that your life is actually going to change. Listen very closely to what I'm about to tell you about your tomorrow. The dry, barren season you have been desperately walking through is about to break. I am the God who brings fresh water to the desert and paves clear roads in the overgrown wilderness. Those tear-filled prayers you thought hit the ceiling and bounced back down to the floor, I caught every single one of them. The tears you cried into your pillow when you felt entirely invisible to the world, I collected them. I am currently putting the shattered pieces of your life into a beautiful, new alignment. You are going to see unexpected favor. You are going to experience sudden, unexplainable shifts in your circumstances. But I need you to hold on just a little bit longer. Do not uproot the seed just before it breaks through the soil. Your breakthrough is so much closer than your anxious mind is telling you. I am about to ask you to do something that feels incredibly difficult, maybe even terrifying right now, but it is the absolute key to your true freedom. Will you trust me with this? I am asking you to completely let go of your tight grip on how you think your story is supposed to unfold. You have a very specific picture in your mind of exactly how your rescue should happen and who should be involved. But as long as you are desperately clinging to your own script, you cannot receive the masterpiece I have already written for you. Surrender is not giving up. True surrender is falling backward into the arms of a Father who has never once dropped you. I need you to hand over the timeline. Hand over the burning need to understand exactly why certain things had to happen the way they did. Trust that my perspective from heaven sees the entire map, while you can only see the single step right in front of your feet. Do you know what actually happens in the spiritual realm the very moment you finally stop trying to force the doors open yourself? The very moment you release your tight grip, a profound, supernatural peace is released from heaven directly into your living room. The angels I have assigned to protect you go to work on the exact obstacles you have been losing sleep over. When you throw your hands up and say, "Lord, I trust you with this," you completely paralyze the enemy's ability to use fear against you. The heavy, suffocating fog of confusion will begin to lift from your mind. You will find that situations that seemed like massive, immovable mountains suddenly become manageable stepping stones. By stepping out of the driver's seat, you allow my supernatural grace to flow into the broken, tangled areas of your life that your human hands simply could not untie on their own. I have a very specific, tender message for that hidden grief, the deep ache you have never fully spoken aloud to anyone. Let me speak directly to that bruised place right now. I know all about the betrayal. I know about the person who walked away when they promised they would stay forever. I know about the devastating loss that left a gaping, painful hole in your chest. You have tried so hard to bandage it with endless distractions, busyness, and sometimes even anger. But underneath it all, there is just a profound, isolating sadness. Come here, my child. Let me wrap my warm presence around that broken space. You do not have to hide your emotional limp from me. I am the healer of the brokenhearted. I am binding up your deep wounds right now. I will take the dark ashes of that devastating pain and slowly, gently turn it into something incredibly beautiful. The pain will not be the final chapter of your story. Now, I want to give you a divine perspective on the exact, practical problem that is causing a tight knot in your stomach today. Let me show you the end of this situation. You are staring up at a terrifying giant right now. It might be a severe financial crisis, a frightening health scare, a housing issue, or a deeply fractured family. It looks incredibly intimidating, and it is loudly yelling at you that you are going to lose everything. But I am telling you today, that giant is already defeated. I have already provided the perfect solution. You just haven't walked far enough down the path to see it yet. Do not let your current circumstance dictate the level of your faith. Remember, the Red Sea did not part until Moses physically raised his staff. The provision is waiting at the exact moment of your obedience and trust. Take a deep breath. Your giant is absolutely nothing compared to the God who holds the entire universe together with a single spoken word. Before we finish our sacred time together today, I want to plant a vivid, beautiful vision in your heart of what the next season of your life is actually going to look like. I want you to imagine waking up in the morning and the very first feeling you experience is not a wave of dread, but an overwhelming, quiet peace. I see a beautiful season coming for you where you will laugh freely again, a deep, authentic joy that bubbles up naturally from your spirit. Your home will become a true sanctuary of calm. The relationships in your life will bring you life and energy, not drain it from you. You will look back at this exact, incredibly difficult chapter you are standing in right now, and you will finally understand why it had to happen. You will clearly see how I wove every tear, every delay, and every heartbreak into a stunning tapestry of purpose and grace. You are stepping out of the darkness and into the warm light. Let us seal this profound truth in your heart before you step back into the loud, demanding noise of the world. Talk to me in simple, honest prayer right now. Close your eyes if you can. Take one more slow, intentional breath. Drop your shoulders, quiet your racing mind, and pray these simple words quietly in your heart with me. Jesus, I am so incredibly tired of trying to run my own life. I am exhausted from comparing my journey to others and constantly worrying about what tomorrow will bring. Right now, I hand over my deep fears, my anxious timeline, my financial stress, and my broken, hurting heart. I surrender it all completely into your capable, loving hands. I choose to trust that you are actively working behind the scenes for my good. Fill my empty spirit with your supernatural peace today. Guide my steps and help me to finally rest in your unconditional, perfect love. Amen. My final message to you, my beautiful, precious child. You have done so incredibly well just to make it to today. You have successfully survived 100% of your hardest, darkest days, and you are far stronger than you realize. When the anxiety tries to creep back into your room tonight, remember this conversation. Remember that you are entirely surrounded by my fierce, protective grace. You are not falling behind, you are not forgotten, and your future is brilliantly secure. Go in peace today. Walk with your head held high, because you are deeply, endlessly, and unconditionally loved by the Creator of the universe.